Jesus, that light. Can y'all hear me? I got a bump on my face, honey. Lord Jesus, I should turn this camera off. Hey, everybody, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I will be doing 2 separate lives back to back, okay? 2 separate lives back to back. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Y'all know my microphone is tripping. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Appreciate that. Glenn just sent me 10 Coca-Colas, y'all. She probably seen these 2 bumps on my face. I think it has something to do with me working out and sweating and walking, and I don't know, but oh my God, I got 2. Anyway, don't focus in on my face today, okay? Because I got 2 bumps. I get it every now and again on my face. So listen, let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Should be doing this, so some turn up a little bit. All right, I want to do 2 videos back to back. Okay, let me tell my Facebook family. I'm like, Jesus, what in the world is going on? I know some people probably driving home from work, but let me go ahead and share this. Share this live, you guys. I mean, it's not. I think it's important, but let me I'm live on YouTube. Some people don't be getting their notifications, so let me just kind of let people know. I'm going to be doing 2 lives back to back. This one is about the military couple that I was telling you guys about, okay? All right, so I just posted it. I was live. All right, so let me tell you all about this. I want to do this story for several reasons, okay? One, because I am a military couple. You know, I was in the military, and my husband was also in the military throughout our career. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Glenn. Hey, family. Hey, everybody. And I know how frustrating it can be being dual military and having blended families. And this is what this story is about, okay? This story is about a dual military couple, dual meaning the husband and the wife were both military, okay? And they had a blended family, which means that he brought in some kids and she brought in some kids, okay? Now, raise your hand if you've ever had experienced a blended family, because we know it can be difficult. Oh, Jesus. Woo! Mm-mm. It can be very challenging, very difficult, but it can work, right? Raise your hand if you have experienced a blended family situation. Okay, I see one. Cutesy. She said at least they aren't bum bumps. Nope, they're not bum bumps. They are, oh girl, I don't know what. Okay, Deanne, Tammy. All right, whipping sticks. Okay, so a few of you guys have dealt with blended families. It can get a little testy. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a little synopsis of what happened, and then I'm gonna play this clip. Okay, military couple, already stressful because both in the military. I think the husband had already retired, but still, military mindset, military mind frame. Wife still in the military, E7, chief petty officer. Okay, a chief petty officer in the Navy, they have status. You understand what I'm saying? So they're not considered like a Rudy Poot or whatever. They are a petty officer. Okay, chief petty officer, chief. Y'all know we value the chiefs in the Navy. If you're in the Navy, you know what I'm talking about. A chief is all that. They have to go through an initiation program in order for them to get a chief wings. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so she wasn't like no lower class, and neither was he. He was a retired Marine. Now, he was medically retired, but nonetheless, he was a retired Marine. She was a Navy E7, okay? Well, the relationship obviously came to an end. Well, not quite. It was coming to an end. They kept getting in arguments all the time. And this time, the argument was about the children, okay? I'm going to let y'all listen to this clip, right? And then we're going to get into it. I'm going to let y'all listen to the clip first, and then we're going to get into it, okay? Listen up.
Officer Bree Kuhn is charged with the first-degree premeditated murder of her husband, Colin Turner. Kuhn admitted to shooting and killing him on September 8th of 2021, but she told officers that she was acting, in self-defense.
Police in Gulf Breeze, Florida respond to multiple 911 calls from the home of Bree Kuhn and Colin Turner. They had reportedly been fighting all afternoon about their kids.
We got the first call at 12:53 p.m. and it was an argument. She called in, the suspect in this case. The second call came in at 4:57 p.m. He called that time, same thing, another argument.
Bree and Colin had a blended family. She was a chief petty officer stationed at the Naval Air Station in Pensacola. Colin Turner made a third call to 911 at 6:22 p.m. and told the dispatcher his wife had locked him out of the house in the garage.
During the phone call with dispatch, you hear a gunshot. He states basically, she just shot me. Then you hear three more.
Colin Turner was shot 4 times and he died of his injuries. Cameras from local station WEAR were there as police worked the crime scene.
They were arguing. I think one time he wanted to take kids out of state and she didn't want them to go. And then, but they just kept going on and on. But yet, like I said, the first 2 calls, no evidence of violence.
According to the police report, Bree Kuhn was sitting outside on the front porch when the police arrived, and she told them she had shot her husband. She also told officers that she had locked him in the garage because he wanted to take the kids and leave.
She was taken into custody 2 minutes after we arrived.
Bree Kuhn is charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of Colin Turner. She has filed notice that she will assert battered wife syndrome as her defense.
Chief Petty Officer.
Okay. So listen, y'all heard what happened, right? They kept getting fights throughout the day because he wanted to leave and he wanted to take the kids, okay? He said, I want to take the kids to Georgia with my family. I want to get away from her. Now, I don't know if he was planning on taking the kids away forever, but he wanted to go visit his family and he wanted to take the kids, and she did not want him to take her children, okay? Now, the first call was made by her. Listen, the first call was made by her. They came out, they looked at her, no signs of injury. She said he just jumped on her, beat her up, whatever the case may be. Now, I actually heard the footage because they had body cam, which I'm not going to play here because it's way too long. But I heard the footage of the police officer showing her a lot of grace. They said, can you show me a mark on you? She said, no mark. They said, can you show me a video camera somewhere in the house where there's proof that he's put hands on you, even cussed you out? She said, I don't have no evidence. He said, what about the kids? Did the kids witness anything? I would even take a statement from the kids. Do y'all hear me? The police officer said, I would take a statement from the kids. She said, no, the kids didn't see anything. No marks. No footage whatsoever, and no witnesses, not even the kid's statement. He said, well, ma'am, I can't do anything. I can't just take him to jail because she wanted him taken to jail. The police was like, ma'am, I can't do that because there is no evidence of what you just said, because the husband said, I wasn't fighting her. We've been verbally fighting, but I didn't put my hands on her. We're not physically fighting. She was like, oh, he just beat me up or whatever. So nevertheless, they didn't take him. Okay, a phone call was made again, but this time it was him. They came back out, settled their little dispute, okay, had another dispute. They left again, and then the third call, now the police came out 3 times that day, but the first call was hers, second call was his, nothing done. Third call was from him. She just locked me in the garage. She would not let me back in the house because I want to take my kids, while on the phone with 911. Pop. The dispatcher said, what was that? He responded, she just popped me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bang, bang, me, right? They said, what? And immediately, again, now he's turned around, not even facing her. She does it again, 3 times. So 4 times total in the back. Pop, pop, pop. 4 times total. Why? Because she didn't want him to leave her and take the children. She jeopardized her freedom, right? Jeopardized her kids losing both parents, right? Because she didn't want him to take the kids. Now, initially, she said, I blame 911, the cops. You want to know why she blamed the cops? Because she said, if y'all would have locked him up when I called y'all the first time, this wouldn't have happened. Make that make sense. If y'all would have took him away from the residence when I called y'all, this wouldn't have happened. Now, let's go a little further. Then she got a lawyer and all that stuff, and then she claimed battered woman syndrome or something like that, battered woman syndrome as her defense. Needless to say, she was found guilty of first-degree murder, and she gone for the rest of her life, right? All those kids in that house, they lost their mama and their daddy. Why? Because 2 adults arguing with each other. Now, I blame her, and let me tell you why I blame her. Well, obviously, because she's the one that did the murking. But also, I'm going to say this, and I hope that this resonates with somebody that may be going through this. There's nothing wrong with stepping away from a situation that ain't looking good. Okay? Now, if it comes down to him wanting to take the kids, they in Florida. Georgia's what, 4 hours? 4 or 5 hours? If it comes a time, a situation where you guys are in a heated argument, okay, and been arguing all day, somebody needs to leave. Even if the police don't make one of y'all leave, one of y'all needs to leave. Get in the car and drive away. Now, this is my opinion right here. If he want to go to Georgia and take his children to see his family because y'all are not getting along, I would have let him take the children to Georgia, right? She could have simply went to court and got a pre-visitation order. And when I say pre, because they hadn't filed for a divorce or anything like that, right? She could have got a visitation order set in place, and he would have had to abide by that order. And they could have already had the schedule set in place to where they could split visitation. Okay? But for her to say, no, I don't want you to take my kids and I'm mad and I would rather see you gone out of this earth before you take my kids. That's a selfish act for one. And she just jeopardized her freedom. And look what she did to those kids. And in the police video, the police camera. What do you call that thing? Whatever it is, the police camera, right? In that video, it showed the kids love both of their parents. They was jumping up in daddy's arms, holding on to daddy's leg, playing around with daddy. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't like they was afraid of father, didn't want to be around father. I don't know if they were just so used to them arguing and whatnot that didn't affect them because they wasn't scared. They wasn't running scared. They were literally happy kids bouncing around. They was even when the cops came, they were playing with the cops, playing with his keys, jumping in the cop car. Like they were literally being very active, right? She had no right pulling a weapon. And I told y'all, you don't get your weapon out unless you plan on using it. And when you plan on using it, you need to think about the consequences that come with that. Okay? So they were trying to she was in shock. She was in shock. She knew what she was doing. When she locked him outside in the garage, that was wrong right there because if he would have busted the door open or whatever and did something, guess what she would have done? And maybe that's what she wanted to do. Maybe she wanted him to bust the door open out of anger and try to fight her so she could get him arrested. Maybe that's what she was aiming to do, right? Because she literally locked him in the garage in Florida. This happened in Florida, in Pensacola, okay? Body camera. That's it. Body camera. This happened in Pensacola. How selfish can you be, right? That you don't want someone that birthed a child with you to have his kids. Now, I don't think the man would have took the kids and forever been gone because there's laws in place for that. Okay? Definitely laws in place for that. So she took matters in her own hand. She took the father from the children, and now she's gone. She's gone. The kids lost their mama and daddy, both, because of her bad decision. Because she couldn't, and then in the body cam video, when the cop came out and she was telling the cops that they just got in a fight, guess what she was doing, y'all? Bawling her eyes out, crying, and it didn't work. The cop was like, show me something. I mean, anything, any bruises, show me something. Show me something, right? And when she couldn't show no bruises, he even said, show me a video or something, y'all arguing or anything. I don't have that. I don't have that. Okay, did the kids see anything? Can the kids collaborate this? Can they tell me something? No, the kids, they didn't see anything. What do you want the cops to do? Then she said, it's your fault, officer, because if y'all would have took him away when I told y'all to, he would still be here. It's not that easy, you guys. You can't just call the cops up because y'all mad at each other and you want the cops to take him away from the house. You can't do that. Why couldn't she leave? Why couldn't she get in the car and say, you know what? His name was Collins, right? You know what, Collins? Her name is Bree. Bree Kuhn. K-H-U-N. Okay, let me put the couple up here right quick. Let me put the couple up here right quick. Where are they? Right here. This is the couple. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to show y'all that. Where is the, oh, right here. Let me put the couple up here. I don't understand why she couldn't get in the car and say, you know what, Collins, we ain't getting along right now. That's her and that's him. Military couple. You know, he retired, relaxing, and she's still serving. She just wastes her, and in the middle, and the Navy ended up discharging her under general discharge. You know what I mean? She just lost everything. Everything. Over a fight. A verbal fight. Not even a fist fight. A verbal fight over the children. Parents, we got to get it together. We got to get it together. We got to get it together. I think parents need to stop thinking it's just their child because it's not. All her pension is gone. Absolutely. She gets nothing. She just lost 17 years gone down the drain. 17 years gone. He was retired military. They could have had a great life. They got an argument. Now, I'm just going to say this, y'all. Listen. I don't believe that they got in a fight. And the reason being, let me put this back. She's a white woman. If he would have fought her, she ain't like us, where we may not be easily bruised. I know I'm not an easily bruised person. I'm a person of a darker complexion. But Bree, she's a lighter complexion. She's a white woman. You would have saw something. You understand what I'm saying? Something would have been red. Red. They turn red or whatever, right? She couldn't show the police officers anything. And if you go back and listen to the body cam footage, which is on YouTube and whatnot, and other news stations, you will see that the cop was working with her. He was like, "Man, can you show me anything?" He was like, "Well, what about this?" He was even kind of coaching her a little bit, like, "What? Can you show me a video or something where you guys got an argument or any type of tussle or anything?" No, I can't show you that. What about the kids? Can the kids collaborate this? He even asked the kids. He said, I will take a statement from the kids just to remove him off the property. She couldn't even do that. All she had was cry, tears coming out her eyes. Please, please, can you take him? Can you take him? They didn't take him. They didn't take him. And she tried to blame the police officers first and said, had you guys took him away, this wouldn't have happened. You hear me? Had you guys removed him, this would not have happened. So anyway, and then she says, I'm going to claim battered woman syndrome. And that's what she did. And it was a complete failure. She was found guilty. First degree, she's gone. She gone. I don't even know how she thought that was going to stand. She said it was self-defense. Self-defense. How is it self-defense when you locked him in the garage? And then he on the phone with 911 and you popped him once. That wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. She popped him one time while he was on the phone. That wasn't good enough. Then she did it again and again and again. And then when the cops showed up, she says, I am a murderer. I just killed my husband. She literally admitted that right on the scene. And then gonna turn back around and say defense. Self-defense. She said that smile she had in court reminded me of Jack Nicklaus. She did have a smile in court. Look at her. Look at her. Who is on trial for your life and you smiling in court? I don't know. Maybe her lawyer or her attorney probably told, they always lie. Yeah, you got a good chance, they probably told her she had a good chance. I don't know why. Look what the caption says. Couple fights turn deadly after multiple 911 calls. Now, I'm just going to say this. If you and your spouse are fighting, if one of y'all can leave, I would say do so. If you, listen, turn to him, and if it's not your spouse, your significant other, turn to him and say, things are getting out of control. Let me leave for a few hours. Let me get my stuff together. Even if you got to go walk around, I don't even know what's 24 hours anymore. I don't even know Walmart 24 hours. I know they used to be, but I don't know if they're 24 hours. But even if you got to ride around, go to the gas station, get a tank of gas, and just ride around. Do whatever you got to do, or do what me and Jay do. Buy a big-ass house. Buy a big-ass house, and if you ever get into it, you go to one side of the house and let him go to another side. You understand what I'm saying? But get yourself out of the argument because it will fester and fester and fester and fester, and something like this may occur. This couple arguing with each other turns deadly. Fatal. Now the kids, they've lost mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy gone. Mommy and daddy gone. She gone forever. She probably not even allowed to see the kids like they, oh yes. And then at the sentencing, her own parents. Now, let me, I don't know if it was her parents or his parents, but somebody testified and said they believed that she would do it again. I think it was his parents, now that I think about it. They said they believe that she will do it again. If she was ever to get out, they believe that she would do it again. They said she is a cold-blooded murderer. Okay? So anyway, I just think that she does look crazy. Well, she had a whole career. She had 17 years in the military. And she just stripped herself of that. Who does that? Why? She literally stripped herself of that. She said she looked like one. Oh, a cold-blooded. So anyway, I wanted to bring this because I don't think ever is a time when two people that are not agreeing, not seeing eye to eye over your kids should ever result to something like this. Okay? If you got to bite your tongue off and walk away just to be able to calm down or allow them to calm down, do that. Stop thinking that they're just your children. It's both of y'all kids, okay? You have a right as a mom. The dad has a right as a dad. You can always go to court and have it in writing, the schedule. You understand what I'm saying? Always. So please don't fight over your children. Fight over your children to the point you get so angry that you want to deplete the other parent. Y'all need to think, because I'm going to tell you, both of y'all going to be out of the kid's life. And then somebody else going to be raising your kids. And you don't know how your kids going to be treated. You don't know how they're going to turn out. You don't know if they're going to have mental issues and then they're going to turn around and do what y'all did. Do you understand what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about the best interest of the kids. I don't care how much you dislike the other parent. And I know it can be frustrating sometimes. Very, very frustrating. Very triggering, very frustrating. She had no right to do what she did. And she is where she deserves. She's where she deserves to be. And that's in prison. Absolutely in prison. She said, my disconnect game is strong. It should be. She looks like she looks like this wasn't her time. Her first time unaliving someone. I don't know about that one. She made a bad decision, but I can't even really say she snapped. In my opinion, she planned it. Why? She had to go get the weapon. And then when she popped him one time, listen. Definitely not planned. She locked him in the garage. He dialed 911. Okay? She opened the garage door where he was. He didn't get back in the house. He called the popo from the garage. She opened the garage door and popped him while he was on the phone. One time. They asked, what was that loud noise? My wife just popped me. Then she turned around and do it 3 more times. How is that self-defense? How? And that's why she's where she's at. All right? So anyway, I just wanted to bring this to y'all. I hope this helps people that may be arguing or even thinking about, oh, I hate this person. I hate this person. Ooh, this person gets on my nerve. Never get so angry because you don't want the mother or the father to see the child or take the child. Do everything legally, everything, because you're going to mess around and both of y'all are going to be out of the kid's life. And the sister might be raising your kids or a family member that, things may happen to your kids. So please just be careful. Now, I told y'all I got 2 stories, but I dare not bring the next story that I have with this one. I'm not going to mix them together. So y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out for this story. I am going to end this one and start my next live. Okay. So give me about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to get it going, and I will be right back. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.